Thank you all so much for being here. How the fuck are you tonight? Come on. I want to say this right off the bat. If at any point you're easily offended, I don't fucking care. Like, I truly don't give a shit. If anything I say upsets you, fuck off. Like, legitimately. And I want to say, times are crazy. I want you to know I'm carrying a knife because of some shit that happened at the Oscars. You know, so I don't know how to hold this fucking thing. Which actually makes it feel far more dangerous, doesn't it? The fact that I'm holding my knife like that feels like it'd fall out of my hand at any time. Get up on stage. Say what you want to say. I also want you to know I walked down the aisle and I shook a bunch of hands. I shook your hands. I want to get this out of the way. I'm vaccinated before anybody fucking gets weird about it. I did you don't even have to woo it. I don't know why the fuck I did it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I grew up in Maine, in the middle of just, the person who wooed, never been to Maine. I mean, it's a shithole. People are always like, Maine, that's gorgeous. You like lighthouses and warm butter with your lobster. But there is 8 hours of buggy, hot, and somehow cold all at the same time. Racist inland, and that's where I'm from. And so, but I want you to know, I grew up in a small town, which means I don't know why I got the vaccine. I'm chock full. I am a piñata of deep Reddit ideas. Like, my upbringing was so Stephen King. Like, I'm serious. I grew up in an area that was so Stephen King. I remember that the first time that me and my friends saw the movie Stand By Me, our only criticism of the movie was, oh yeah, it's a fine fucking movie and all, but if their dads are such bad alcoholics, how come their treehouse is finished? Because if you grew up in a rural area like we did, where all your friends' dads were alcoholics, you didn't get a treehouse like they had. You didn't get that cedar planked Howard Johnson's a reasonable 12 feet off the ground. What you got was 4 or 5 boards that your dad, in a rare moment of sobriety, before any of a dozen funerals that summer, nailed in the crook of a birch tree 45 fucking feet in the air. So we saw that movie and we were like, that's fucking Hollywood bullshit. Yeah, fuck that shit. But the rest of the movie, spot on. Yeah, good fucking flick. A freight train will do that to a body. That's true. I went and got the vaccine. I was one of those people that was out there like, take the vaccine! Read the science! I want to be clear to you all. I've read none of the science. Yeah, I was just trying to sell you on I don't know what the fuck was in that thing. That thing may kill me. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I just decided a while ago that I would rather die than live on the planet with a bunch of anti-vaxxers. And see, you think I'm saying I don't like anti-vaxxers, or no, I'm saying that not because I hate anti-vaxxers, but can you imagine how insufferable they're gonna be if they get this one right? Like, really? They've been wrong on a number of occasions. And then they reel in the biggest fucking fish of all time. Every doctor after that, if they knew you took the vaccine and survived, they're gonna be like, oh, what's the matter with you? I don't know, I think I got shingles. Right on. Hey, you know what? Make him put a pine cone in his ass. Put a pine cone in your ass. That doesn't even sound like medicine. Oh, it doesn't, does it, vaccine boy? Because I think you were wrong a couple times before. Now, I want you to go with the pedals going up. Okay, that's the only way it works. I can't be an anti-vaxxer. I drive a Hyundai Elantra. That Punisher sticker's gonna take up the entire back window on that car. It's crazy. I want you to know, people are like, why are people so vaccine hesitant now? People are hesitant for vaccines because of my generation. That's it. I'm a child of the 90s. Like, I play in a punk band. I still tour in a punk band. I still love playing punk rock. I've been playing in bands since I was 15 years old. Do you know how many songs I wrote that were like, fuck the government! Never do what you're told! Do you know how much I love Rage Against? How many of us in the 90s were listening to, fuck you, I won't do what you're told! I've seen memes going around like, remember when we said, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, and now we're getting in line? We did all say that. I want to be clear. I said that. But I want to be clear about something. We didn't mean don't take medicine. I want to be clear. We're talking about, maybe if you're like Zach De La Roca, a person of color, and you're in a city in like Los Angeles, and there's a notoriously racist police organization policing your city, and you get pulled over and they want to go search your stuff, hold your middle finger up. If they don't have probable cause, that's your right. Or maybe you're like I am and you go to a redneck school and you're born genetically a man, but you identify as a different gender and you just want to live the way you want to live without a bunch of morons ruining your fucking day. Stand up. I'll stand with you. I will. Take medicine! People medicine, not horse medicine. Unless you're at a rave, then take horse medicine. And if you have too much of the horse medicine, go back to the people medicine. Horse medicine is recreational. I have so many friends, though, who are like, you need to fucking tell off your family members if they're anti-vaxxers. I'm not going to be part of disowning members of my family. Not going to do it. People want you to just cut off people who don't agree. I'm not going to be a part of it. These people raised me. They're good people. Do I agree with them? I don't. But I have friends on the left who are like, can you fucking believe that these people are taking horse medicine? And I'm like, yeah. You'd say you'd put that in your body? I used to huff gas, like a fair amount of gasoline. I could get one nostril in the can of a 5-gallon tank and just be like, I'm getting notes of scotchgrass and mesquite. I'm gonna say this is an 89 that came in off the coast of Galveston. I destroyed my body. I don't have a right to criticize if someone fucking put whatever you want in here. I also don't have a right to criticize what people put in their body when I am eating an aggressive amount of marijuana edibles. And those of you who are laughing, it's because the marijuana edibles industry, and we're in Colorado right now, it is the definition of shady. Like, nearest I can tell, the entire marijuana edibles industry is run almost entirely by 3 of the lowest performing marketing students on the planet. And an out-of-work surfboard. I remember when the edibles industry started, even like 10 years ago, that shit was the Wild West. I've eaten shit out of dispensaries that was stapled shut. I went in and bought food that had been stapled closed to apparently keep the freshness out. I don't know why. Like, think about it. Could you imagine going into a grocery store? If I walked into one and I bought food items that are packaged in the same manner marijuana edibles are, I'd definitely be talking to a manager. There's zero question. I'd walk in and be like, hey! Who the fuck is running this place? I just bought all these gummy worms and they came in an expired Valium container. Look at this pack of brownies. It's spelled with a Z. On the back it says it's made in Loleta, California. Where the fuck is Loleta, California? Battle Creek, Michigan. That's where food lives. Everybody knows that. For a while, remember you used to buy a marijuana edible and it would just come in a package that said like weed bar or something on it. And it was as if the FDA stopped in and was like, oh, stop. You all have to stop this shit. And they were like, what? You have to put a number on the package. The marijuana edible industry was like, what kind of number? 5, 12%, 3, dash, hyphenate? I don't fucking know. My favorite part is that they even put a fucking dosage on it. I love this shit. You'll get a candy bar, and on the candy bar it'll say, there's 100 milligrams of THC in this candy bar. And they're right, there is. But where in the candy bar? Better hope you don't get the weed bar that was made on the dented pan that afternoon. I went in to a dispensary and I bought some edibles. And the woman behind the counter was like, these are mild. And I didn't believe her for some reason. So I took these shits home and I cut them in half. And the first one that I ate half of it, and it was fucking great. I made my hips a little looser. That's all I want. I want something to get my body roll flexing, you know what I mean? And I felt great, mild high. 2 weeks later, I go into the back of my refrigerator and I find the other half of that edible. And I decide to eat it, thinking I'm gonna be treated to the exact same experience I was. But you see, y'all, that's my fault. See, I think logically, and that's my cross to bear, you know what I mean? I took the other half, and it wasn't a hip gyrating time. I took a ride on my face for 4 fucking hours that I didn't sign up for. And honestly, try calling anyone if you've overdosed on a marijuana edible. The audio recordings of it end up on the fucking internet when you do it. May 23rd of this year, I passed 12 years of sobriety, which is fucking, yeah, thank you. I used to take Klonopins and alcohol. I'd love to take 3 Klonopins, put them on my tongue, and wash them down with whiskey, which is the chemical equivalent of unreading books. It makes you so fucking stupid. And if you overdose on pills, it is all hands on deck. You can't get help to your house quick enough. You call somebody because you OD'd on Xannies, and this is what you get. Hey, what's going on, man? It's like 3 in the morning. What's happening? Hey, dude, I took too many Xanax and I've been graying out, and I don't think I'm gonna make it to the morning. Holy shit. Okay, hold on, honey, call the ambulance. Okay, Ben he's overdosing again. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I'm sorry I haven't been around. I've been so busy. But I just, like stay on the line with me, relax. What's going on? That's what you get. But if you call somebody because you're getting a divorce and you're renting a 300 square foot room from a stranger and you've taken too many marijuana edibles by yourself, this is how that call goes. Hello? Yeah, you there? Hey! Can you hear me? Yeah, what's going on? Hey, you know how I'm getting divorced and I'm trying to work on some of my past childhood shit and now I'm renting that room and I took too many marijuana edibles and I am fucking losing my mind, dude. What are you doing taking drugs alone, you fucking idiot? They'll always hang up on you. I guarantee you he hangs up and his wife is like, what's going on? Nah, Ben took too many marijuana edibles. He'll be fine. Are you sure? He's not gonna fucking die. That's what we care about in our culture. Is he gonna die? No, he's fine. You will not die if you overdose on marijuana edibles. Worst that'll happen is you'll be spiritually waterboarded for half a day. I had all of my failed dreams poured into my mouth for an evening. The worst part is I took them back to the dispensary. I walked into that dispensary and I slammed them down on the counter and I was like, those are uneven! And the woman that sang for Four Non Blondes, who is now apparently working there, she looked at me and was like, what? And I was like, they're uneven! And she was like, what do you mean they're uneven? And I was like, I took half of one of those the other day, normal. 2 weeks later, I take the other half, I went, God the fuck knows where. Oh, well, did you eat the second half with a lot of fat? I'm sorry, I must have misunderstood the question. I asked, did you take the medicine with fat? Because if you take the medicine with fat, you can get a lot higher off it. And I was like, did you just have the audacity to say that? And then call that medicine? Because you should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Could you imagine going into your doctor and walking in and being like, yeah, doc, I pulled my lumbar and I think it's on my sciatic because it's just, my leg is on fire. And your doctor being like, I'm gonna refer you to a chiropractor. In the meantime, I'll give you some Percocet. Take one at night, should help you with the pain and get you to sleep. Right on. But if you want to unlock a secret level, eat it with ham! I could not get out of my head Like I was in this room freaking out, and it's a new roommate, and I'm like, I don't want to freak her the fuck out. And I'm like, how am I gonna calm down? I need to calm down. And then I hear this voice in my head go, you need to watch the Great British Baking Show. Yes, I do! One handshake from Paul Hollywood and those piercing blue eyes. I love that they say things like stodgy. They say things like that. Look at you. Oh, I thought your legs would be a lot harder, but they're a bit stodgy. So I take out the remote and I go over to the bed and I put my knee up on the bed and I turn the TV on and I click into the search engine and I start typing Great British Baking Show into the search engine. And then I get lost in a thought. And I start having this vision that I was born with a forehead where my bones had fused like a little staircase. Like it had not a big one, but like a three-stepper, you know, just, and it looked, from the profile, looks like a little staircase. It's some weird genetic thing that I have. And then I imagined if that had happened that I could have got like a little parakeet and I would let this parakeet walk up the steps of my forehead, and I'd have a hat with a beanie on that had a flag on it, and every morning people would come down to the mall and they'd watch as the parakeet ascended my forehead, and then with his tiny little beak he would raise the flag and maybe I could train him to put his wing up. Oh shit. Oh God, I laughed about that for anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes. I lost it. But I came out of that visualization and I was frozen. Like I came out of it and I was like, I still had my leg up on the bed, my arm extended, and the remote still in my hand, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I look on the screen, and in the search engine, it's no joke, all I had typed in the search engine was a capital B and a lowercase a. Another capital B, another lowercase a, and then a question mark. And that's it. Bubba? Because apparently what's bubbling to come out of me is a 12-year-old Persian boy looking for his grandfather. That's what... Bubba, did you survive Tripoli? They're like, Ben, how can you say you're sober and you eat marijuana? I'll tell you why. I believe that sobriety comes in the form of quitting whatever substance ruins your life, whatever makes it difficult. Yeah, that to me. And marijuana does not do what I want it to do at all. Marijuana's slogan should be, weed. Hey, do you want to be aware of your own heartbeat for 90 minutes? It's crazy, I had that experience, and then almost immediately afterwards, like the next day, while I was coming down, I got Norovirus. Which, yeah, those of you that have had it, if you heard everybody in here, you heard a very low bass groan, like a, if you don't know what it is, it's that virulent stomach illness that lasts only like 20 hours, but it docks cruise ships, right? I didn't think you could get this shit unless you came into contact with a limbo stick that hadn't been properly sanitized. That's the most sick I've ever been. I learned shit from Norovirus. Seriously. For instance, man has pondered for generations whether it is possible for one's own soul to exit out one's own asshole. And I'm here to tell you all, I know the answer now. And the answer is no. It can't. But it can poke its head out. And my soul got a gander around because it almost came out of me. The kind of illness that halted the exploration of continents, it was bad. Like, I like to imagine if Norovirus is a person, he's just a real straight shooter. You know what I mean? If Norovirus was a guy, he's like, COVID? That's a designer illness. I mean, really, think about it. What does COVID do? You know what I mean? Long COVID, you have all these crazy symptoms, you know, you got loss of sense of smell or taste, you've got brain fog, neuropathy, the shakes, right, fever. Every illness is different for every person. It tailors it to you. That is a nice illness. That is, COVID is the J.D. Power and Associates Illness of the Year. And that is a nice illness, but not me. Norovirus, not me. I'm a meat and potatoes type of guy. Just give me a lot of liquid out the face and butt. That's what I like. I fucking died. 18 hours, oh my God. Have you ever been so sick like that? That you're just sitting there, and at some point you're just like, there's nothing left. At one point, I had been shitting and barfing for so long, so aggressively, that at one point I heard my own voice. I don't remember saying it. I heard it reverberate off our bathroom tile. I just heard my voice shrill and go, oh, now you're just showing off. Like my body was out doing donuts on the 50-yard line and it's El Camino. Check it out, bro. Oh, there's more down here. Whenever human beings get too high on themselves, Norovirus is there to remind you of what you are. We believe ourselves to be too much. We're always like, oh, human beings, the most evolved species on the planet. Whenever I hear somebody say that, I want to be like, oh, really? And then hold up a Polaroid, just a profile of them, naked, their ass sealed to a porcelain hole in a house, legs up on a squatty potty. They look like a gargoyle outside a Bed Bath & Beyond. Their hair scraggly. In their hands, a giant steel pot. Usually reserved for slow simmering family stews. But not today. It's for the front half of you. To leak in like a yoga studio ceiling. I want to hold up a photo of that person. Oh, we're the most evolved species, are we? I'm one of God's miraculous creations. Speaking of shitting your pants, did you know, like, right before a human being dies, it shits itself? I mean, it lets go of everything. It shits and pits itself. Because we have a lot of pride muscles. You know what I mean? Like, just muscles that are vanity muscles, that are concerned with how you appear to other people. And when you die, your body's like, fuck it, I don't have to do this anymore. Like, my job's done here, he's dead, right? I didn't realize that culture does that as well. Cultures shit their pants when they're about to die. And I have witnessed one of these proverbial pants shittings of Western culture in the form of a new television show on Netflix that is just titled, Is It Cake? That's the name of a fucking television show right now. Is it cake? That's how fucking dumb we've become as a culture. We used to have puzzle shows, $100,000 Pyramid, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. And then we started to backslide a bit, you know? And I thought we had hit the bottom when we got to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? But little did I know the Marianas Trench of intellectualism was right there. And now we're just like, is that cake or is it not cake? You know, I gotta be honest, man, I'm gonna say that's cake. Wrong, get the fuck out of here. Ma'am, cake or not, I think it's cake too. He just said that, fall off a cliff. You, dude from Massachusetts, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's fucking cake at all. You're right, fuck yes, thank God. Here's $25,000, fix your face. Like, so fucking stupid. Most of the world is starving around us, and we're sculpting things out of food. How many different show ideas do you think Netflix went to until they arrived at that? Where they're like, cookies or concrete? Let's do it. A contestant is guessing whether or not that's a snickerdoodle or actually a chunk of I-70 that rolled into the medium. Let's see if it is. Or perhaps my favorite idea would be just a game show called It's Asbestos! This sounds so fun to me. It's asbestos. It's so good. Like when the contestant gets the answer wrong, All the audience goes, that's not cake, it's asbestos! Thanks for joining us on It's Asbestos. Kyle here from Branson Hills. Kyle is playing the game show. If you're not familiar with how it works, our contestants have to guess whether or not that is a cake made of the finest ingredients on the planet or 2.5 pounds of pure unabated asbestos. Now let's check in with him. Kyle right now is willing to bet that that is a Tres Leches cake and not 26 ounces of questionable insulation from an inner city high school. Now, Kyle, I want you to take a bite of that for me now. Here he goes. Oh, no! Bees in the mouth. I'm sorry, buddy. That's not cake. It's asbestos! I also got into watching this show Alone. It's also on, I love Alone. It's the best show. It's so fucking good. If you don't know, Alone is a show where they take like 10 survivalists and they drop them in the middle of a hopeless area. It could be the Canadian Arctic, it could be a swamp in Arkansas, it could be Newark, and they leave them there. And then they have to like survive as long as they can, building their own huts and hunting their own food and everything. It's amazing. It's basically the Great British Baking Show, but for people with outstanding warrants. Like it's for criminals, like hideaways and whatnot. It's awesome. My favorite part about this show is that they go like, in the intro, they go, Alone, our contestants must live as primitive man did. And they're right. Ooh, boy, they nailed it. Yeah, it's exactly like Primitive Man. If Primitive Man were given a small porn productions allotment of camera equipment to drag through the woods with them, 10 survival items of their choosing to start with, and a satellite phone with a panic button that summons a boat filled with antibiotics and rescue workers that whisks them away to a Denny's at the first sign of trouble. But aside from that, it is the Paleolithic period out there. Just those minute little details. I love these shows. Like I've watched every season of Naked and Afraid. I've watched all of I love shows like Project Alaska and stuff like that. But I realized it's because I'm a nature cuck. Cause there is nothing I love more than to sit in the corner of a room and watch as Mother Nature fucks my fellow man right in front of me. Yeah, he's got a cut on his finger he got this morning chopping wood. Yeah, I bet that's gonna get infected, isn't it? Oh, and I bet he's got a fever right now, doesn't he? Now drop a blizzard on his ass, Mommy. It makes me so happy. Just so good. I love all of this stuff. I just think it is so funny that people believe that it is this childlike level of delusion to believe that we can go back to primitive living. There are 7 billion of us on the planet, 330 million Americans. We cannot agree on everything or anything at all. And you think we can go back to the most primitive and difficult way of living? You're crazy. I love when people say they're paleo, because it's code. Whenever a buddy is like, yo, I went paleo, I'm like, oh, I know what you mean. You mean you don't want to eat tomatoes or listen to women. That's what you mean. Paleo people are like, all they mean is they're just like, yeah, bro, I'm paleo now. Yeah, I'm paleo, I do it. That's the craziest. The Paleolithic period was like 2 million years long. It extended over such a long and vast time span and area. There were so many different, and the best part is paleo people take it as, I get to eat meat 3 meals a day. That's basically what it means. Do you know now that they think that hunting for big game was a mating ritual because it was so fruitless? That was such a difficult thing to do. Big game was very difficult to come by. Most people just foraged for everything. That's why just once I want to hear somebody go, we went paleo, whole family. And they actually went Paleolithic. Like they're like, yeah, whole family went paleo. Great, so you're having bison with every meal now? No. Most of my protein is coming from spiders that I dig out of the corner of the shed. And I'm getting a fair amount of my greens that grow up as dandelions around the walkway. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've had a urinary tract infection for the last 3 straight months. And 7 of our first 10 kids died in childbirth. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. It's not easy, it's a sacrifice. That's why I'm 3 feet 7 inches tall. Fucking dumbasses. We're this tall because of Korn. Korn did this, and not the band. That would be sweet. My buddy is always trying to get me to take primitive survival classes. He's like, dude, you want to come and take some outdoor survival classes? No. What, you don't want to? No. Oh, all right, bro, I thought you said you wanted simpler living. Yeah, I meant I want to read more and I don't want to wash my face at night, okay? But I don't want to fight raccoons for my food. Are you fucking crazy? Look at me, I'm an indoor girl. This is what it looks like. I'm American. Without my Pontiac G6 and my condominium, I am just an unpeeled banana, just loudly stomping through the woods at a profoundly trackable rate. Like, you'd be amazed at how quickly an animal could eat me. They're gonna eat me first. I'm already in the posture of a corn dog. Look at me. I'm an upright walking stick of meat. I'm definitely gonna get fucking eaten. That's why I love shows. Don't put Americans on survival shows. We're the Fabergé eggs of this fucking planet. We are the most delicate, needy group of people on this planet. That's why I love this show, because I love seeing the hubris of Americans when they get on this show. They're always like, I'm gonna make this landscape my bitch. I ain't afraid of no bears or no wolves. See, we've all seen too many movies about the outdoors. We've seen The Revenant or The Grey or whatever. We've seen movies. We think you're gonna get eaten by mountain lions. It's not. In the wild, it's the little shit that kills you. And that's what I realized from the show. Like, I watched an episode of Alone one night where a field mouse took a man for everything it was fucking worth. It was so good. This big gruff guy from Montana's in his shed, and he wakes up in the morning and he opens up his food store and he's like, oh shit, oh my God, all my blueberries I harvested are gone. What the fuck? And he looks out the door and there's this fat little field mouse sitting there just scowling at him, and he's like, what the fuck? And he runs and it takes off. And so the next day, this guy gets up and he goes back to his food and he's like, fuck! It ate half of my chanterelles. Oh my God, what the, and he looks out and there's that mouse again. Cheeks stuffed full of mushrooms, just scowling at him. And so he's like, I gotta do something about this. This thing is I'm gonna starve. So the guy makes a trap and he hangs a little bit of his meat in the trap and he goes to bed. And in the morning, he checks the trap and the trap is still set and the meat is still hanging there. But in the hardest rodent flex of all time, he noticed that the mouse just chewed all of the fat off of the meat and did not trip the trap. And this man went full PTA mom. It was amazing. His voice got shrill and he was like, no! This isn't the order of things. You're a mouse, you stay outside, and if you come inside, I humanely trap you and I put you outside, thus allowing karma to shine down on me. That's the way it works. And this mouse was sitting out there like, I ain't your typical bitch city mouse, am I? I came out here to do 2 things. That's fuck and chew the fat off stuff. And that guy just leaned on a log and was like, oh my God. He started crying. The mouse actually looked like it felt bad for him. Like the mouse was like, oh, come on, man. I didn't do you that bad. Last guy they dropped off out here, I ate his entire King James Bible in front of him. It took me 2 fucking weeks to get through. I didn't even like the taste. I just love to listen to him scream at the moon every night. I love this show because you can tell when they're gonna tap out every fucking time. Because there's one word. If you watch Alone, there's one word that tells you they're gonna tap out. You'll hear it. They'll be down, they'll be sitting there on a log, 40 pounds lighter, just like shaking, and they're like, I can't do it anymore. And then you'll hear, I just want a donut. And that's it. That's the out. The minute the human brain goes to donut, you're fucked. That's it. Give up. Because a donut, the thought of a donut is universal acid. It'll chew through your will and drive. You just want a donut so bad. That's why we can't go back. Because there's no going back from donuts. There's only forward from donuts. And even if you don't like a donut, which I don't want to know you if you don't, you love what a donut stands for. Hot, ready-made trash at our beck and call. None of us can go back to primitive life because we've all had pizza. You've all had broccoli at any time of year that snaps fresh from the stalk. You've all had a kombucha. You can't go back from that. So the best thing you can do is be kind to each other, grab some neck feathers on this albatross, and ride this shitbird down until it dies from all the plastic it accidentally ingested. That show doesn't scare me, because it's not a reality I'll ever face. People are like, doesn't Alone terrify? It terrifies me. No, it doesn't scare me. If you ever want to make a show that terrifies me, don't make a show called Alone. Make a show called Lonely. Now that's terrifying. Listen to how terrifying that word is. You're lonely. Holy shit, you're all so fucking lonely right now. Could you imagine if I invited you over to watch Alone and I explained the premise? Yeah, it's about survivalists. They go out, try to live. You guys want to come over, have a beer, and watch it? You'd be like, fuck yeah. But if I was like, hey, you want to come over and watch this show called Lonely? It's just about 10 to 12 random Americans trying to go throughout their workday having an actual human connection with someone else. God, no. I'll just look in a mirror for 45 minutes straight. You're also, like, that's the craziest shit. I love the idea of lonely versus alone. I've always imagined that alone versus lonely is the universe battling the human body. You know what I mean? Like biology. Like the universe in physics was like, we've created alone. The most terrifying idea there is. Basically, you take one organism or object, isolate it from any other like organism or object by a large, large swath of area, and you leave it isolated. And that object starts to question what it is, and starts to self-destruct, and it starts to lose sight of where it belongs in the greater thing. It's very terrifying, very powerful. Alone is very powerful. And then the human body sauntered in drunk and was like, cool story, hold my beer. I can make a human being feel like that in a crowded fucking room. I can make you all feel like that wherever. Look at how lonely this guy is. That's what life is. Look at how lonely that guy is. And his face is inches from the comic's dick. And he still feels so alone. How is that possible? Oh, God. But you're not alone. Dress different and this wouldn't happen, okay? I love the way alone and lonely change. People think they're synonymous. They're not. I love the way they change a sentence. Like if I were to say, I am alone up here on stage. That's factual. I am the only comic on this stage right now. But if I say I'm lonely up here, all of a sudden that's a lot more fucking sad, isn't it? A little bit of a cry for help. You all laugh a little harder because I may walk straight into traffic after this show. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only... Come on! That's the classic 80s Tiffany remake of that classic song about two lovers who finally found some privacy to explore each other's bodies. That's a hit song. I think we're both lonely now. There doesn't seem to be anyone. Well, that's the story of a couple who goes home, draws the blinds, opens the oven, and blows out the pilot light together. Home Alone! Home Alone! The story of Macaulay Culkin as a precocious 9-year-old child left alone by his well-meaning parents to fight off would-be thieves. That's a fucking Christmas movie. But Home Lonely, that's just Macaulay Culkin now. I'm incredibly lonely. I think that's part of the human experience, is to feel loneliness, and it's weird. And I discovered, though, that you can go your whole life thinking you're alone, though. You can wait your whole life to to have a moment, though, where you feel like you're connected to something else. Like, you can go your entire life waiting for that moment where, like, the proverbial clouds part, and the warm, healing rays of truth cascade upon your oft unused eyes, and you realize, I'm not alone out here on this floating rock. I am connected to other people. You can die never having experienced. So I feel grateful when I can say that I, Benjamin Roy, at the age of 42 years old, Anno Domini, had one of those experiences when I was in the mountains, and I witnessed a semi-truck slam into one of those runaway truck ramps, and it was the greatest fucking moment of my entire life. For those out in TV land, if you don't know what we're talking about, dotted along thousands of miles of pristine Colorado highways are these sand trenches dug up into hillsides for truckers whose brakes have inevitably overheated from traversing dozens of spiraling, traffic-filled roadways to just haphazardly slam their truck into. It is the most beautiful confluence of modern automotive technology, and we're all out of fucking ideas here. Like, the trucking companies were like, what were we supposed to do? Not dig a sand trench? What were we supposed to do? Go to these truck manufacturers and say, manufacture your trucks and your automotives with a set of brakes that are capable of handling the load they're saddled with, so as to keep our blue collar and union workers safe out there on the roads? Oh, fuck off. No. Because what would that tell them? That we care about their lives? No. Here's what we're going to do. What we did was, this wasn't our first idea, okay? I want you to understand that. Okay, now first of all, we had thought about putting a giant slingshot at the bottom of the hill there. For when the truck is out of control, to slam in that giant rubber band, and it would extend all the way up to the end, and then it would fire them straight back up the hill. And we'd do some mathematics, of course, and it would time out to land them straight in the cargo bay of a Brakes Plus, but the migratory elk, their antlers kept getting caught inside the band, and the libtards had a field day with us on that one, So then we went to the idea of putting hundreds and thousands of bottle rockets taped to the front end of this. And so when the brakes went out, the driver would get out with an acetylene torch, and he would get on the hood, and he'd start lighting the wicks. Of course, they're pointed in the opposite direction, and it would create enough drag to slow him down, but the wicks kept getting wet in the inclement Colorado weather, so we had to trash that one. And then we were fresh out of ideas at that point, so we opened it up to kindergarten children from around the United States, and it was little Tommy Jenkins from Hogbone, Memphis area of Tennessee, and he drew this drawing of a flaming rectangle just careening into a sandbox here, and we thought that was a pretty good idea. So we did it pretty much to spec. Of course, we could not find a 40-foot calico cat, so that did not happen. He drew that in there, but that didn't make it into the specs. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. I'm not joking. I watched it happen. We were driving, thing by us, and let me just say, Runaway Truck Ramp is adorable for what I witnessed. That's not a good name. That makes it sound like the truck has a painted-on beard and a fake cigar and a stick with a bindle, and it's heading out on its own, right? Doesn't want to live with its stepfather Todd anymore or whatever. That's what it feels like. No, what I witnessed was so much more violent. I mean, they call it a runaway truck ramp because you can't call it what it really is, which is a careening GED coffin. That's what it is. Just a man with an equivalent to a high school diploma screaming in a butter compartment as he flies down a hill. He was just like... And you can't hear him because he's behind glass, and he's like... And he's going... And he slammed into it, and I watched it happen. And see, I thought that my reaction was appropriate. Because I'd never seen this before. But my wife at the time called it deeply unsettling. Because this thing hit the sand and I was like, pull over! I want to look at it! Pull over, I want to look at it! She pulled the car over and I was like, holy fuck! And she was like, was that necessary? And I was like, no, you're hard! I was just like, holy God! Oh my God! It was so cool. He just like, she looked over and she's like, are you crying? And I was like, what? She's like, you didn't even cry at your grandmother's funeral. And I was like, well, my grandmother didn't die by careening into 300 feet of viscous sand. Because if she had, maybe I could have squeezed a couple salty ones out for her. But how did Nana die? She fucking gave up. That's how she fucking died. He saw it all the way through, and he's alone. Well, he's not technically alone. He had a sleeper cab, which means there's probably a sex worker in the back. But you all know that once the semi-truck stops and you have no more electricity, you can't support the life of a sex worker anymore. So the driver has to haul up onto the top of the roof and lean over the top and open the door and be like, you go on, you get. And he releases that sex worker into the Colorado Highlands. You know that, don't you shake your fucking head at me. Don't you do that. You know, y'all, ancient Ute legend says that sex workers released from the cabs of giant semi-trucks into the Colorado wilderness, that's where wolves come from. It was the coolest shit I've ever seen, and I had so much fun. You should be able to camp, you know what I mean? You should be able to camp at the base of these runaway truck ramps. You and your family, roasting marshmallows. Ah, here comes a big Walmart fucker. He's smoking. God damn it. It's the new whale watching. It's white trash whale watching. The best part is, when he was done, the driver didn't do anything. He just got out of his truck and he just stood there and smoked a cigarette. And I was like, what a wasted opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like a wasted opportunity. You know what it feels like? I've always thought that at the top of one of those runaway truck ramps, there should just be a nice bench for subtle reflection. The driver just climbs out of his truck and gets to the top of the hill and just has a fucking seat. And then he looks down beside him and there's a binder with plastic on it to survive the weather. And on the outside of that plastic binder, it says, so you wanted to be a truck driver, did you? And then when he opens up the binder, there's just dozens of brochures to reasonably priced trade schools and community colleges. Johnson and Wales. I always did love to watch my Nana's hands while she cooked. I'm a dad now, and I've been a dad for a long time. My son is really here. My son is 17 years old, and he's here at the show. Like, he's got a wristband on, and they were like, don't let him drink. My son is, I have a 17-year-old kid. It's crazy. It's so nuts having a teenager. I wanted a teenager. The entire time I had him young, and the whole time he was growing up, I was like, I want a fucking teenager. Because the whole time he's been growing up, everybody's like, wait till you have a teenager, Ben. Wait till he gets to teenage years. Yeah, wait till he gets to the teenage years. Kids these days, they're fucking different. That's what they're fucking different. I have a teenager now, and I'm here to tell you all, they're not any fucking different. They're the exact same fucking things they've always been. It's crazy. In fact, my son, when he was turning 14, I remember this vividly. I went to him and I was like, hey, dude, what do you want to do for your 14th birthday? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, make it cheap. Let's not go. I thought he wanted to go to like a gaming cafe or to race drones or do something futuristic. And he was like, no, you know what, Dad? Honestly, I just think me and my friends want to go roller skating. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I just think we want to go roller skating. And I was like, that's the most American teenage thing ever. What one of us as teenage kids didn't go roller skating when we were in middle school or whatever? Look at you, even you, felon-looking guy. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I roller skated. It's crazy. We all did it. And you want to know what my son and his dork friends did at that roller skating rink? Do you want to know? They fucking roller skated. Do you know what I've never done? In the hundreds of times I went to a roller skating rink between the ages of 11 and 13 years old, I'd never put on a pair of roller skates once. I used to just stand in front of the door of Happy Wheels Skate Center and rip Marlboro mediums one right after the other. And plan my next fire. That's all I did. I'd just stand up front in a Def Leppard shirt and be like, we're gonna burn down Carl's Tough Shed after this, right? But my son and his friends, they actually skated. They played the claw game. They had pizza. It was adorable. And you're all like, Ben, how do you know that he actually did that? Because he's a teenager, you can't trust him. Oh, I'll tell you how I know. He invited me! My fucking teenage son invited his dad to go roller skating with him at his birthday party. He was like, Dad, do you want to come along to my birthday party? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, Daddy wants to go skating. You'd have me? And he's like, as long as you don't call yourself Daddy for the rest of the afternoon. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I guess your generation has ruined the word, haven't you? Oh, God. He was like, are you crying? And I was like, I've been to jail. And I was like, I would have never invited my parents anywhere. Like, I would have never, and he invited me, and it was so cool, and I was like, fuck, I'm going roller skating with my boy. Oh, what am I gonna wear? Like, that's a big thing. And I was so fucking pumped, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? And he was like, Dad, why are you so psyched to go roller skating? And I was like, kiddo, I used to roller skate as a kid. I haven't been into one of those shits in like 26 years. I can't wait to go inside that building and see all the cool ways in which they've updated it. And all of you that are laughing because you know that hasn't fucking happened at all. I walked in the door and I was like, holy fuck! And he was like, what? And I'm like, it's exactly as we left it. And he was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure my joint is still behind the locker. It's a fucking time capsule. In fact, I've become totally convinced that there is only one contracting company on the planet that has the license to build every roller skating rink on the planet in perpetuity forever, right? Like, if your town wants a roller skating rink, you just call this company up, and a pot-bellied guy in a hard hat shows up, and he's like, hey, man, what's going on? Someone said y'all wanted to put up a roller skating rink up here, or what? I'm like, yep, right on, man. You want me to build you a squat, windowless cement building set back in a dirt parking lot that looks totally out of place in your town? Yeah, that sounds about right. Right on, cool, man. You want me to carpet that thing on the inside from wall to fucking wall? Yeah, I think I do. Right on, man. You want me to carpet the fucking walls? Fuck yeah, I want you to carpet the fucking walls. I want to get a rug burn on my elbows if I'm just walking somewhere with purpose. Why are the walls always carpeted? No one has ever asked that question. What a weird design thing. At everyone, it's uniform. It's just like, did roller skating rinks turn into the creepiest BDSM clubs after hours? Like at 2 in the morning, are there just fucking cable executives cheese grating their balls on the fucking wall? That, and I had forgot that roller skating is a fucking enigma. It's one of the weirdest pastimes on the planet. Because if you think about it, it's one of the few pastimes on the planet where if you're really, really, really fucking good at it, it sort of creeps everybody the fuck out. And if you aren't laughing at that, that's because you're an adult who roller skates, and you're a fucking creep is what you are. Don't think I don't see you down there. Now listen, I do want to say this. It is totally sexist. This is a very real sexist divide. If you're a woman and you can roller skate, it's kind of hot. Like, it is kind of hot. I kind of like, it's fine. It's fine. You get out there, a little disco music, you know, it's hot. But if you're just an adult dad, like, think about it. Say you're having a birthday party for a little kiddo, and it's a softball game, right? And you're the dad that shows up, and every time you're up to the plate, you're like, all right, kids, back up. Mr. Roy's at the plate now. And you're just cranking home runs over the fence. Do you think anybody is bummed about that? No. No one is upset. All the other kids are like, holy fucking shit! He just hit that in the fucking road! I don't know why this kid has a thick Boston accent. It's an odd character choice. Or say you're having a bowling party, and you're the dad that shows up, and without even trying, you just lay out a 270 without even blinking. You think anybody's bummed about that? No, all the other dads are watching you bowl this game from their area, and they're like, holy shit. Honey, that's his 8th strike in a row. Hey, you know what, bud? Fuck my wife! I want you to fuck my wife. I want you to raise my son. Because you're more of a man than I'll ever fucking be. Did you just bowl a 258 on an amateur lane? Get the fuck out of here. But if you have a roller skating party and everybody arrives and you're the dad that's already there before anybody gets there, and when they come in, they get to the rink and you just come whipping around the corner backwards, and you cross in front of that open area and you're like, everybody lace up, couple skate starts in 3 songs. And you're doing that weird sideways crotch buffet as you go by. All of a sudden, everybody in the building is like, hey, did you know that Ted's a sex offender? I had no fucking clue. I didn't see that coming. He works for the state. They're not doing background checks anymore, huh? Oh, fuck. Yeah, look at that. He's skating backwards again. Okay, you know what, kiddos? We're gonna stay away from old feels on wheels for the rest of the Well, I don't know. It just looks like your Uncle Ted is working through a few things out there. You all know that guy. We used to go to a roller skating rink. There'd be 130 tweens out there on the fucking roller skating rink, and then just one 40-year-old dude fucking ripping it up. You can't feel it. It's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie. And then he crosses in front and does this shit where he gets low, and then he... One of you assholes in here does that. And you think it's funny. You're sitting here laughing. You're like, yeah, that's me. I skate well. But little do you know, you are playing with fucking fire. Because if you don't know it, let me tell you all. If you're an adult male over the age of 35 years old, and you turn a corner at a roller skating rink by crossing one skate over the other, as you go around that corner, you are automatically a level 2 sex offender in the state of Colorado. Yeah, you now have to register with your neighbors when you move into an area. You want to be a dad who roller skates? Get your ass out. Grab the railing, pull yourself along the wall. No one is scared of this guy. Hi guys, hi. You all have been an amazing audience tonight.